So I have like 40 minutes or so before, my TV show that I want to watch comes on tonight. And I wanted to, make a funny video, but I really cannot get into the mood because today has just really been kind of a crappy day. And on a normal day, I can usually, handle it and, make light of the bad situations, make, lemonade out of lemons, blah, 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 all the other cliche kind of sayings that go along with that. But I think it's just because it's just been kind of like a compound of different things that have kind of pissed me off, and then just today, just one on top of the other, that like I'm just not in my normal, happy, funny mood that I normally am in, and I don't like it. I don't like not being funny Joseph. like I had this situation with my grandmother, which I'm not going to get into, but if you're in my personal life, you kind of know the stress that's involved with that. That's it. That's one thing. And then like Ariana Huffington selling off HuffPo, like really makes me want to like drive out to her mansion and bang on her door and demand an answer from her. Like, just answer me. You have a responsibility to other progressives. Like, I don't know. I just, like, she really pissed me off. It just, like, a lot of things have just really been getting on my nerves. And I find, I normally, this is something I don't really talk about, but, I normally find myself fantasizing, and wishing that I had, magical superpowers more than the average person. Like, I know that, I know that sounds fucking crazy, but at least it doesn't go a day by where it's not at least one moment in my day where I'm just wishing or fantasizing if I had magic powers, I would X, Y, and Z. Or even like a specific power, like super strength or flight or telekinesis or the ability to like make people burst into flames with the power of my mind. Just something. Like at some point in my day, I'm imagining some scenario where if I had, a magic power, what I would do. And like today, for real, it's a reason that, I just have to think that it has to, I don't really believe this, but, it has to be a cosmic reason that I don't have any magic powers besides the fact that they don't exist. Besides that, though, there has to be a reason I don't have it. Because, man, I would like fucking, I'm not saying I would kill people. I'm just saying that a lot of people would be injured. And I don't even like thinking like that because I'm really like politically a non-violent person, but I do find myself like sitting in the traffic wishing I had telekinesis so I could just flip fucking cars left and right out of my way so I could get move out of my way, whoop, 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 and just like move them out of my way. And see that's the thing is because even in my imagination, I don't just like push them, I flip them. I flip them the fuck out of my way so I can get to where I'm going. And like today, I was just like when I was talking to this one lady, I just really wanted her to like just burst into flames, and not because I want her to die. I just really wanted her to hurt. And that's so horrible to say because I don't wish pain on anyone. But just at that moment, I was really glad that I didn't have that magical ability because that bitch would be in the hospital. Now I feel bad for even saying it because I don't want to be that person. Like, in all seriousness, I don't. I want everyone to be happy. I want everyone to, I do. I really want everyone to be happy, but it's just these moments that I have sometimes where, like, man, she's lucky I don't have superpowers. Like, my number one fantasy is always robbing a bank. Like at nighttime when I'm going to sleep, and I often find myself, man, like I wish, I had super strength because I'd like rob a bank, or man, I wish I had like, invisibility because I rob a bank. It's always like robbing a bank. Like, and I guess it's because in my mind, like, I don't give a fuck about banks. I think they screw us all the time. So, like, if I had superpowers, I'd totally rob a bank, But, whatever. I don't know where I was going with that. So I'll stop rambling. But, man, it's still like 30 minutes left. Not 30 minutes. I haven't been talking for 10 minutes, but whatever. So I'm waiting for Vampire Diaries, which is a TV show that I never watched because I really felt like the title was really stupid. Like the Vampire Diaries, it sounds stupid. But I am in love with that show. Like I just recently discovered it. And so then, my roommate Derek, he ran out and bought season 1 and we fucking watched it and loved it, like soaked it up. And then, season 2 is currently on the air, but they don't have all the episodes. They only keep like 6 episodes on the CW on their website. So I had to go and find and download, all the other episodes so we could catch up. Unbeknown to me, my roommate downloads them on fucking iTunes, so he already caught up and never mentioned it. But I'm not gonna go into the whole diatribe because I could go into like stories about my roommate and just like whatever. Love you, Derek, but ugh. But so anywho, back to Vampire Diaries. So I'm in love with that show. First of all, the only thing that I love it even more than like True Blood, which I think True Blood is getting a bad taste in my mouth because I'm also reading the books and I'm hating the books. The show I'm still liking, but the books I'm starting to hate because Sookie Stackhouse is a whore. And I mean that in the nicest way possible because, I'm all about women and sexuality and, they can do whatever. But Sookie really is a fucking whore and she's getting on my nerves because, one page, oh, I love Bill. And then the very next page, she's in the bed with the fucking, werewolf. And then the very next page, she's in bed with fucking Eric. And I just no, I don't know. She's a whore and she's getting on my nerves. But Vampire Diaries, I fucking love it. Like, I love all the characters. Like, any of them can die at any moment, and you just never know what's gonna happen. The guys are fucking hot as hell on there, especially Damon. Ooh, Damon, ooh. You'd be tempting to make me a vampire. Shit. As long as I was gonna look at your ass every day. Now I forgot what I was gonna say. But anyways, it's a good show, and the only thing that could make it better is if it wasn't on the CW, like if it was on cable, but that's only because then you'd be able to see nudity. I need to get a life, apparently. Alright, and on that note, I'm just going to turn this off now, but yay, thanks for listening to me vent, even though it wasn't, a funny video.